What's good? Welcome back here.
Hey, here we go, drop that.
What's up, guys? Welcome back 5 minutes later. So, I wanted to come on down and welcome you back to Cryptocurrency Theory. Thank you for just being here, guys, if you got time. Wanted to jump in it and see how you're doing this evening. Had some difficulties, but we always do. We always get through the difficulties, guys, because we're not really too worried about too much here. Just trying to have a good time. Hope you're doing well, guys. Welcome back. Thank you for the people that keep coming back in and out of the chat to check up on me. Hope you're doing well. We'll actually try something now that we've gotten all the little little things we had trouble. It's taken me about an hour and 40 minutes to actually get on here. But now that we're here, I think we can safely say you're back on Cryptocurrency Theory. A 3-month thing. Something like that here, guys. And what a great time to be back. A lot of stuff has been happening here over the last 24 hours, last week, last month. It's been pretty exciting. I don't know if I should pull up the charts, but of course we will. A lot of stuff has been changing, right? A lot of coins have been, let's just look at it. Okay. So there it is, guys. It's still going up. Damn, it's like just fucking insane. It's creeping up right now. And you saw the title, guys. Zcash has nearly tripled this month, hitting its highest price since 2022. Apparently they're going to explain the rally. Let's see what they're saying here. Nah, I don't think we need anybody to explain it, guys. I think we know why. This is one of the best coins there is, okay, for a variety of reasons. And, you know, I think people are, you know, they're not paying attention in crypto, guys. They don't really know, they don't know what we're talking about here on the channel, but they also don't know, what the hell is going on. Because if they knew what was going on, guys, they'd already be in this coin. They'd be talking about it. And there's not one person talking about it on YouTube. That's what's kind of weird. Is because, you know, I looked yesterday. I looked a couple days ago. And basically it was like, there was like nobody online talking about it. Right? It was like just, it was just me. I made a few videos and basically those few videos just turned into me talking about it and then me showing up on the top of the screen, and then basically nobody's making any videos. There's not like anybody on YouTube really, at least from the YouTube crypto world. Of course, there's always like the tech side. There's like zcash and you know, like the technical aspect of it, but there's like not really anybody like talking about Zcash, right? It's so weird because it's at now $131. We're going up literally as we speak. I think what's going to happen here, guys, at least with like what we're talking about here on the channel, is like I think you're going to find that like most people are going to miss a lot of the stuff that we've been trying to like cram down your throat for such a long time, and it's because they don't really understand why they're even in crypto to begin with. They don't even understand, like, I mean, from a man that's lost like myself, at least I know why I'm here, right? Like some people are just fucking completely lost. They don't know why they're even here. And that's kind of like what I keep trying to tell you guys here on the channel is like, it's going to happen almost seemingly overnight. And by the time it happens, like it's going to be it's going to be great for anybody that's been watching the channel, that's been taking part in some of the stuff that we've been talking about. And you know, it's it wasn't ever about me being on here being live all the time. It wasn't like making videos all the time about it. We'll get back to all that stuff, guys, but it's been the being in the crypto stuff is what's gotten us to where we're at right this second, right? On YouTube, making a live stream. And that's going on 8 years now at this point. And I think Mr. Full was talking about it in the video the other day. He was talking about like crypto is his identity, right? And I think I can like relate, because what that means is like when you're in this stuff so long, it's not about just being in it, but it's been like immersed in it and like learning everything you can about it, finding out that each day that moves forward, you learn stuff about it, but you thought you knew so much more. And you just find out that like at the end of the day, here on the channel, all we're trying to get you guys to do is look into some of this stuff, find people out there that are into this stuff, and we don't want to be another channel that's just like talking about what everybody else is talking about on the internet. Like, what is everybody talking about? They're talking about like coins that I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in these coins people are talking about, because there's no fundamentals, right? That's the one thing that you can guarantee when you come down here to this channel is like we're talking about things that are fundamentally in place. We're not just talking about like the pump coin of the week or the meme coin of the week. We're not talking about something because Trump is promoting it. We're not talking about it because everybody on YouTube's talking about it. There's like nobody talking about the stuff that we're talking about. And the reason that we're talking about it is because we've found over the course of the time that we've been in this stuff that there's a certain criteria that fits into what we want to invest our time, energy, and money into, right? And that's a group of coins, guys. That's exactly what we're talking about. There's a specific group of coins out there. We know what they are. I know what they are. You know what they are. If you've been following the channel, if you're just catching the channel for the first time, we might not talk about every single one every single second. But we're about to start doing that, right? We're about to start doing that. And basically, guys, what it means is, in simple terms, is like, why are you here? Why are you in cryptocurrency? Well, obviously, I would say one main reason that you're in cryptocurrency is that you want to, you want to be part of something. You want to be part of a group of people, or you want to be part of a libertarian ideals that people rally around. You want to be part of something that is like new and progressive, and like not just like not just this thing that's just like fucking price go up. Obviously the price is going up right now. I mean, look at it, guys. We're at $129 last week, where I think we're at like what, 65. So we've doubled in price. The price is going to come. The price is going to come, guys, and it doesn't look so far-fetched once you start looking at the log charts, because like right here, things will look pretty bad for a lot of the coins that we've talked about, right? Like Zcash is just one of them. There's been other coins that we've kind of followed throughout time that like, there was like not a lot of people talking about them to this day, but like there was like nobody talking about them down here, right? Down here, nobody was talking about them, because the illusion of this stuff, guys, is people don't want to talk about this stuff down here. They want to come into crypto for like a grand total of a week and make $1 million. And that's just not how it happens, guys. It takes a lot of time to build out your position, to establish positions that you actually want to hold. Because in my personal like journey through this, guys, is like, I'm gonna be real honest with you right now. It wasn't when I had 300K USD. It wasn't when I had that. You might say, well, dude, that's when you were making it. That's when you were a big time crypto guy, right? When you had $300,000, and really the thing is like $300,000 really isn't that much money. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not like, it's like not anything I could like retire on or anything like that. Now, can I turn that $300,000 into more money? And the answer is yes, guys. You turn it into more money simply by holding. That's how you turn it into, because you build out your positions even more. And it's that learning curve, guys. It's that time that you spend through absorbing what happens in these bear markets and these bull markets, that you get a little bit wiser, guys, and you start understanding like what it is that we're trying to do here. What we're trying to do here is something a little bit different. We're not trying to we're not begging anybody to buy these coins. I'm not going to come on here, guys, for one split second and say I really want you to go buy Zcash. It's really going to make my fucking day. If you do what I do and you buy Zcash. That's not what I'm trying to get you to do. What I'm trying to get you to do is we're trying to take a step back out of this stuff. We're asking ourselves, what is the price of this stuff? What is it really worth? Is it really worth more than the dollar amount that it's currently at? Is there room for this thing to grow? Is there room for this stuff to be worth a lot more than it is right this second? Because right this second it might only be worth this amount, but in the future, what kind of world are we going to live in that's gonna make this certain coin or this certain group of people that we're with, what is that going to be worth to the world? Is that going to be worth $130 on Zcash? Today it is, but in the past it's been much more. And I would go as far to say is like in the future it's going to be much more. And I get excited just talking about it, guys. I get goosebumps just talking about this kind of stuff because I've seen it, guys. I have seen a coin. I have seen coins go from the very bottom to the very top for all the wrong reasons. I've seen coins go to the very top for the right reasons. I've seen coins go sideways indefinitely. I've seen coins and just do all different type of moves that you would not believe, guys. And the thing is like, now that we're here on October 1st, 2025, I can honestly say that I'm very privileged. I'm very, I'm blessed, as they would say, to have the coins that I currently have. Because I can tell you, if I didn't have these coins right now, and I was going to chase after the same amount of coins, it would be virtually impossible. Even in my current stance, even with my job making more money, even though my living costs are much less, it would be virtually impossible for me to build out what it's taken me this long to do. So to me, I literally could not be more thrilled to be here, to be sharing this stuff with you guys, because I think not only are millionaires and billionaires going to be made watching this channel, but you're going to see me be made here probably sooner than later, guys, because I've done the moon math on it. I've done the basic arithmetic on it, and I know where I'm going, guys. I know what I want. I know what I want in this stuff. I know what I'm looking to do, and we're gonna take it there. So, like I said, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, we'd love for you to do that right now. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers just in the last couple days. A lot of people have been coming down and letting us know that they're part of the greatest channel. That's great. That's what we want to hear. So, if you like that kind of stuff, guys, you like what it is that we're doing here on the channel, let us know that, because we know there's people out here that are into this stuff the same way we're into this stuff. And what that means is like, you got to ask yourself why you're in this stuff. A lot of people can't tell you why. They don't know why they're into certain coins. They don't know why they bought Bonk. They don't know why they bought Bohm. They don't know why they bought Pepe. All they know is they lost a lot of money of it, and they don't know why. And those same people are probably watching the chat right now. I don't know who those people are, but they seem to know who the fuck I am. And basically, that right there in itself, by definition, shows that what we're talking about here on the channel isn't exactly what is going to happen, what's going to continue to happen, and you're going to see that play out over time. And I would go as far to say, guys, is like in the next couple of weeks, things will look a lot different. Things will make a lot more sense, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the price is just going to explode on every single coin, but I'm betting that it will. And if it doesn't happen sooner, if it doesn't happen today or tomorrow or the next day, that's just one more day out of the way for it to start happening. So, like I said, guys, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're part of the channel. We're glad that you're watching something a little bit different. Because believe it or not, if you could believe it or not, I actually spend some time, not too much time, but I spend some time seeing kind of what people are out there watching in terms of entertainment value, in terms of like what is out there. And there's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff you can find. But a lot of the stuff you find is just, it's a complete waste of your fucking time, to be honest. And if I like to waste time, I like wasting time on something that's fun that I'm going to make money on. And I guess we could dive into the charts to kind of show you what it is that we've been making money on recently. And if you're just tuning in today, at $133, it's risen even more since we've been on the chat here. It's this coin right here, and like that's what's so funny when I click this log chart, because it not only shows the how small the jumps really are, but like look how quick we've gained. Look how quickly this thing could change in terms of like, now 2000 doesn't look that far away, right? It doesn't look that far away, but like I could look at it here, I could zoom out and I could say for the last couple of years, 2000's been pretty far away, right? But a lot of times if it looks far away, people give up. They forget why they started looking at this stuff, and they go back to what they were doing before, and they just go back to being a fucking doing what they did before, which if it got them anywhere to begin with, they wouldn't be they would never stray away. But um, back in 2024, guys, back in 2024, after Bitcoin Cash crashed, after some of those little, after we went down, back in 2022, when we started the channel, back in 2023 when we started the channel, things were looking bleak. I'm not gonna lie to you, things were looking bleak. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for me to spend 20 Bitcoin Cash a month on rent for months on end. That wasn't fun. I don't remember those days as being like so much hoorah. But I do remember some stuff that we learned, and I think a lot of people are here. I know Mr. Fool was here. I know some people have left. They came back. Some people have left permanently. I've even looked at some of these communities, and a lot of the people that were here that you thought would never leave are gone. So I'm still here, guys, and we're at 133 US dollars today, tonight, and things are looking like they're kind of starting to turn around here. And I think that I think if people look at this stuff and realize the math behind it, which I guess we could kind of preview tonight. I wanted to make a video about it, but like it's not that hard to say what if, guys. It's really not, because the mathematics would derive a certain value, right? And we can look at that math right now. I could pull up the old calculator and just do some math for you, because a lot of this stuff that we're talking about, guys, are really small. Like, I mean, Zcash right now at $133 is only a $2 billion market cap, right? It's a $2 billion market cap. And, what's a $2 billion market cap worth? $2 billion times the circulating supply to give you the $135 token price. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, guys, is like, when I look at a coin, I don't care what the market cap is right this second, right? Because I know exactly what it is that this stuff is going to be in the future. That's where I place myself. I'm willing to deal with the loss. I'm willing to deal with the volatility, because I know at a future date this stuff's going to be worth a lot more than it is. You see what's going on in the world today. You understand what's going on in the world today, and you ask yourself, is privacy going to be something that people are going to find value in? Is a $2 billion market cap absurdly low for one of the only technologies that offer complete privacy? And sure, there are some others out there. You got other coins, right? You got Fyro, you got Monero, but what about Zcash? Is it worth $2 billion, right? It's at $2 billion market cap right now. Last week it was at $1 billion. The week before it was at under $1 billion. You see what I'm going here? So like, you think of all the money in the world, you see the direction the world's going, you ask yourself, is that thing, that technology that offers that type of I don't know if service would be the word. If that technology offers that type of financial freedom and security, is it worth $2 billion? to me it's worth like as much as Bitcoin. I mean, I think that like I think Charles Hoskinson said it right the other day. I think it was on Altcoin Daily. I heard it the other day. He was talking to the host of that channel, and he kind of said Bitcoin's just like, you know, it's the thing that's worth all the money now. It's the market cap that in the size of it that attracts it. Of course, there's other things. There's the hash power. There's the, big money behind it, and all that stuff matters too. But I think the point that he was trying to make there was a good one. And I think that point that he was trying to make is that past the value of it currently and the fact that it's just going up in price, is there really any substance there? Is there actually any like, is there actually once you peel back essentially the one layer of it, because there's only one layer. It's not like there's layer twos and like you have all these things built on top of it. It's not like Ethereum where it's like, well, you got Ethereum, you have all these things built on top of it. You'd have to really take apart everything built on top of it to actually find the true value of Ethereum. And that's what the whole value of Ethereum is built on, is everything that's built on top of it. So that's what I mean by when we're looking at Zcash specifically, when we're looking at Dash, when we're looking at Neo, when we're looking at Bitcoin Cash, all these coins offer something a little bit different, but they all have one common goal. They all have like one common element to them, right? They're not just, it's not just me coming on here, snapshotting a picture of my face, putting it on a token contract and saying, hey, buy Chadwick coin, right? It's a little bit different than that. And that's what I say with Zcash specifically, is what do you think, because you are live here on Cryptocurrency Theory, what do you think the value of a private cryptographic technology, state of the art, one of the only ones that offers it in the entire world, what's the value of that, right? And there's other coins that use the technology, right? Like Filecoin. There's other coins that use the ZK Snarks technology, and I think Filecoin would be a coin to look into, right? Like I could pull up the snapshot of another coin, and like people are always asking me, like, what's the next biggest coin? You're talking about Zcash today, but it's up 200% for the month. Well, like it's up 200% for the month, but guys, it could be up 2,000% next month or the next, the next day. I've seen coins like Dogecoin rally 200-300% in a matter of an hour, a couple hours. I'll never forget watching Dogecoin, rally up in 2017, 18. It rallied up like 250%. BSV did the same thing. So it's like, I don't really think about it like that. I ask myself, what is the value of it? I mean, look at the Bitcoin value at 19,000, right? I'm sorry, 19,000. The market cap was smaller than Ethereum back then, right? It's 2017. I got a snapshot here pulled up for you. So you can kind of see where we're going with this, where we're pushing the conversation is like, times change, guys. The prices, they're one way one day, they're another way the next day, and that's just crypto. It moves really fast. Like Bitcoin Cash is a third of the volume, or the third of the market cap it was at 1,800. Right? Obviously, the circulating supply is a little bit different right now, but you get my point, right? Like XRP, a $28 billion market cap here, but today, the market cap's much higher, right? The market cap of XRP is fucking 177 billion. So 6 times, 7 times higher, or what, 5 times higher, 5 times plus the original, right? Something like that. Same thing here is like XRP doubled. So it was 48 billion. It's today it's sitting at 177 billion. So when I look at a coin, like I'm taking apart Zcash, right? Because the price is up on it. It's a lot easier for me to talk about a coin and get interest around a coin when the price goes up. Everybody likes number to go up, right? So the price of Zcash is at 2 billion, but to me Zcash is worth a lot more than XRP, at 177 billion. So like, I don't know, what would be 2 divided by 17? It'd be 80x. So is 80x appropriate for Zcash, right? Is 80x is an 80x a appropriate value to times by the circulating supply to give you circulating supply of Zcash to give you a number? I don't know. I can't tell you if that's the case, because actually that math doesn't make sense. I was going off the snapshot, but you see what I'm saying, right? You could play around with these numbers and find out that the values of certain stuff might not make as much sense as the current value at the current price, right? To me personally, if somebody were to ask me, hey man, yeah, you're the one with the crypto channel, you're the one that's been in here eight years, and I had a guy ask me this at the gym the other day. We were talking, and I was talking to my guy about Zcash. I was talking to my friend about Zcash, right? And he got in at I think it was $45. Started buying it like I don't know 2 months ago. I mentioned it. He's like, dude, I got into these meme tokens and like I made some money on them and I went through the whole thing with the meme thing. And he's like, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna share something with you. I have this crypto channel. I've been in this stuff 7 8 years. If I were coming into crypto right now, he said, well, what do you think? What do you think about what's a good coin to look into? And I told him Zcash and Dash. So that's that's what I said. And then obviously we went in and started talking about all the reasons why, and it made sense to him. So he's up. I don't know. I think he might check the channel out here and there. So shout outs to my dude from the gym. I'm not going to mention his name to keep it private, but obviously he's up. Well over 100%, almost 200% now on some of his purchases, and I'm not going to disclose how much he bought or anything like that. It's private and I don't care. My point is what is the value of something? What is the future value of something? And what can you get in today to place your dollars into that's going to go up tomorrow, the next day, and every day after that? And to me, like I said, Zcash is a project. It's not really a project now. It's like one of the top leading cryptos, but like it's a technology that's a little bit different from about, I would say, 99.9% of other coins that are out there. For one, these are all pseudonymous. These are not like private coins, right? I mean, you could say like Monero, maybe Fyro. You got CoinJoin on Dash. You have privacy features on some of these coins, but like for the most part, they're not really private. So like there's not really a huge difference in a lot of these coins. I could take a lot of these coins. I could pick one or two of these coins as we're going down the list and give you a whole nother narrative on why I like them. It's not what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, guys. It's not just about Zcash. I know Zcash is $100 billion market cap. I know where it's going. I know it could go 50x. What's 50 times the current price? That is what I think it could go to. So what is the current price of Zcash? Is it still at 130? Has it risen another couple bucks just in the last few minutes? $137. I mean, guys, this coin was $28 March of this year. It's $141. I mean, it's up 77% in a day. And we're the only ones on the fucking internet talking about it. We're the only ones on the internet right this second that are doing a live stream on it. And I can guarantee you there's not enough people in the chat to justify why. So you ask yourself that, you wrap your head around that, and you say, what the fuck am I doing here? And what you're doing here, guys, is you're participating in a private currency that nobody knows what the fuck, why we're in it. And that's the funniest part about it is like, we could talk about this stuff all night, guys. So, all right, guys, what's good? Drop it in the chat. You guys are lighting up the chat. Damn, I disappeared for a couple minutes and everybody's here. What's good? We got Larry Wall. We got Wonton. We got Smooth Operator, my dude. You were waiting on that. You were waiting on Zcash, weren't you? You were talking a couple weeks ago about it. I think he was bringing up. I think it was you, Smooth Operator. I think it pretty. I'm about 100% sure. You were talking the other week about you were just skeptical to jump into Monero or skeptical to jump into Zcash, and you were talking Monero is the way. I'm sure Monero is going to go too. I know Monero will rip higher as well. It actually looked. I was looking at the chart of it the other day, and it was looking very, very primed to start moving. And I mean, like I definitely think it's going to be a coin that moves sooner than later. So, Doug, what's good? What's good? What's good? We'll catch your comments at the end, guys. We got a lot of people coming down to the. We got SheepX here, of course. Doug Garrison, Smooth Operator. Got a lot of people. Wonton Mon, Caspa, what's good? We'll reach 4,000 today, maybe. But doubtful. I mean, that would be like a if it reached 4,000 today, guys, we'd have to have like a major event happen. Um, I'm optimistic. But I'm also realistic. That simply is not realistic. Now will it charge all the way to 4,000 over the course of a couple weeks or days? I mean, I think that could be possible. I don't think that's too crazy to think. Because we've seen billions at it. So we saw it with Solana. I mean, look at Solana. What does Solana have that? Here's a good question. Here's what I would, other than price, right? Solana's at a market cap of, let's see what it's at, $224. I'm sorry, the coin price of Solana is at $224, but the market cap of Solana, which is the circulating supply times the value, is, damn, Solana dropped a bit. BNB's passed it now. It was number 3 a couple weeks ago. Solana's market cap is 121 billion. So when it was at $9 before, they had all these meme tokens and all these memes built on top of it. It was worth $9. It was a $9 coin. Let me see if we can pull up a. Can't even pull it up here because Solana wasn't even in a thing. Let's see if I can show you here. Yeah, Solana was $42 here. May 10th of 2021. Kind of the height, like pretty much the height of the bull run. I do think Solana started moving a little bit later. And this is a snapshot, guys. Obviously, it's 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago now at this point. But you get my point, right? Like, and the point is the market caps can become inflated. And for, I guess where I was going with that was, what does Solana really do other than allow people to easily build a scam coin on it and shill it on Twitter X, right? Not a lot. I mean, like past that, Solana. And I was talking to people about Solana about a year ago. I think it was February of 2024. We did that video of like Solana, the next biggest scam. And I still hold true to that, guys, because a lot of people can't tell me like what's so good about Solana other than the fact that they're trying to build a bunch of derivative product on it so they can pump their memes, so they can fiddle with the math behind the buy and the sell orders to try to fiddle with their meme token, right? That's what's going on with Solana. And if you look at how many ETFs are filed, like a ton of them. I think there's like 92 ETFs pending at the moment, and there is so many fucking ETFs for Solana. That's why, me personally, guys, I'm trying to get into the coins that don't have ETFs, right? I mean, obviously they're going to convert Bitcoin Cash, Grayscale LTCN, and BCHG, both those grayscales into potentially in the future an ETF. But like, there's so many fucking ETFs for Solana that are being filed right now, and I ask myself why. Is Solana just like is going to be like the next biggest thing? I mean, the network effect of Solana has driven it up so high that it's $224, but it was $224 like a year ago, and it never really went past it. Like if we look at the chart of it, and you guys don't take it personal if you own Solana. Like everybody has their own thing they're part of, right? But like for me, this was a year ago. Solana hit this price last year, and you could say the same thing with some of the coins that we're talking about. Bitcoin Cash just came up to 600 a few times, but like, I don't see the value in it. To me, the value proposition for Solana is more like, where Zcash currently is at 2 billion, which only shows how much the market's confused, not how in tune with the market people should be. Like BNB, look, BNB's $1,000 now. I remember when BNB was $8, guys. I mean, seriously, let's pull it back on the charts. Let's look back here. BitConnect, you guys remember this? So I've seen literally, guys. Look, BitConnect was top 18 coin, 2 billion, and went to zero. It went to zero, guys. So, Binance Coin, $5. It had a $569 million market cap just 7.5 years ago. I mean, seriously, guys. Like, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I can't. The prices are right here. It's $5.07. It's a $569 million market cap. Today, Binance Coin is sitting at 143 billion. It's at over $1,000. So a lot of people ask me, dude, like, well, I don't think a coin could go up from $18 like Zcash all the way up to 1,000. Like, well, with that math I just showed you guys, it could go to, it could go fucking much higher. It could go to like 10,000. So that's what people don't seem to think of. They're like, oh, well, Zcash, yeah, it's a coin. It went up. It went up to like 800, down from 1,000 up to 800, and then it went down to 40, $50, then it went up to 600, or when it went up to 300, 400 in 2021, and then it went down to 1,800 or $18, and now it's it's sitting at a little above $140, right? It's just so funny because 2 days ago we were at 70. So that's kind of my thing, guys. Is I'm not, my mind goes the other way. My mind doesn't go into that negative thing. Now, have I cut my losses on some of my investments? Yeah, some of them might not go up. Not every coin I buy is going to be like a top performing coin, but like, look at the log chart, guys. You guys ask for yourself. Does 2,000 look that far away now? Right? I don't know. Does it? Does it look that far away, guys? Drop it in the comments and let me know. You guys, you are live here on the channel, live on the chat. If you like what we do here on a regular basis, guys, make sure you share the video. As you guys know, I'm not on Twitter X. I'm not over there. I'm not really anywhere other than here. So do yourself a favor, do me a personal favor, and share the video if you can. We'll head back in the chat here, see what you guys are getting into over there. But like I said, guys, my mind goes the other way. I don't live in that world of like, oh, it probably won't happen. It's not gonna go up. Looks like a couple other people have came down in the chat. Silver Game of Throne, Samir 1010, Crazy Ping, Doug Garrison, man. What's up, man? Hadn't heard from you in a minute. Mr. Full, what's good? Yeah, that's why we hit the live stream again, Mr. Full. Thank you for obviously. I talk about Dogecoin, Mr. Full. I do. But yeah, we could talk about like so many things, guys. Obviously, Samir, what's good? Yeah, we'll go into price predictions, guys. I want to kind of keep it kind of light here tonight, just because it's the first live in damn near 3 months, or over 3 months actually. So I don't want to like I don't want to go too specific. I hit you guys with the post last night. I think it was around, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock last night. I sent out a post for everybody who subscribed. And honestly, guys, it was just something that came to me. It wasn't like I had any proof something was going to happen. I said, I think 𝘿ash is going to be the next coin to start going. If you guys are subscribed to the channel for the notifications, you got the notification. And if you're not subscribed and you think I'm full of shit, well, you guys are the ones that missed the 35%. I deleted the post simply because I started guessing myself, and I woke up and it was 35% up, and it's a lot of luck, guys, but it's also, I went back and I looked at the snapshot of some specific trades that were going on around May 10th of 2021 on some Zcash and 𝘿ash pricing, and it led me to believe that there was some sliding, some potential the prices could slide in an upward direction. So that's why I sent out the post. So I know some people saw it. I know everybody doesn't get the notifications, and it's not some bait and switch to get you guys to get notifications of the channel. I don't care. I just, I sent it out, and it happened. And that doesn't always happen like that, guys. A lot of times, you guys know, we've called stuff on the channel and been completely wrong. Anyways, it happened last night, guys. You are live, so I hope you're liking what we're doing here on a regular basis, and hope that you are enjoying it, because that's kind of what we're trying to do here. We're trying to bring back something fun here, because a lot of stuff in crypto really isn't that fun anymore. You get people losing their money on meme tokens. That wasn't fun. People losing their money on NFTs. That wasn't fun. People losing money on pump.fun. People losing money on fucking Aster and all these other coins that are a week old. None of that's ever fun. Nobody thought it was fun when Trump launched a coin and they lost their money. Nobody thought LFI token was fun. You know, and I don't care I don't care who promotes these coins, guys. I don't care if it's the president. I don't care if it's, you know, any of these political figures or anybody online. I know where I go to trust. I trust people like I don't know, Charles Hoskinson, Zuku Wilcox, people that are in the communities like for a long period of time. I trust them, you know, more than I trust my own president, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is, you know. All right, let's jump into the comments in a moment, and we'll read your comments out loud. We know you guys got stuff to say, and your voice matters here on the channel, so jump in here for a moment. Larry Wall, SheepX's arch nemesis. Your overall portfolio is still deep in the red, but didn't even beat inflation. Well, that just sounds like some negative bullshit, guys. And I don't know who you are, SheepX, Larry Wall, but you're probably the same person. But obviously, you know who the fuck I am because you come down and comment on every video. So, Zcash up again. It will not stop. What's up, Smooth Operator? Still waiting for BCH to go above 700 and that BSV Magic Moonshot pump. That's gonna happen, guys. The BSV pump will happen. Just be patient on it. We're not gonna shill it on the internet. We're just gonna let it happen. BCH has been stuck under Bitcoin Cash. Obviously, if you noticed, I'm sure you have, Smooth Operator, but I'm kind of talking out loud here. It's been kind of stuck under this like $650 range. Like it's gone up to 670. I think it maybe went almost to 700 back in 2024 in March. Obviously, we had that premium grayscale spike on BCHG. But it's been like stuck under 700. I think it's been 1, 2, 3 times. So I think 3 times the charm on Bitcoin Cash, breaking 700. I really do. And then obviously BSV pump. We're not going to really talk too much about BSV. We'd rather it just happen and see kind of how the markets react to that, right? Yeah, I'm still into ECC. ECC is one of my biggest holdings. Zcash has taken the lead in terms of dollar amount, but that's only here recently because the price has gone up, and I was fortunate enough to get Zcash. You know, I bought some Zcash at 160. I bought a lot of Zcash at 19. You guys know that was the coin that I was chasing back in the winter of 2024. I think if you could remember, if you guys were watching the channel, before Bitcoin Cash went up, if you go back and you watch the timestamps on the live streams, that's what we were telling you guys to buy. All right, we were telling you to buy it at 19, 20, 25 bucks. And you know, I was buying a lot of Zcash. I was spending a lot of Zcash. That was kind of like, but I managed to hang on to some of those coins, and you know, that worked out pretty well. Now it lowered my average buying price down, and you know, we're definitely moving into the green on Zcash. All right, so yeah, it's ripping, guys. I mean, it's literally doubled in price. It's over 77% up today alone. It's at $140. I know people here are watching the chat because we're the only chat online talking about it. You know, it's so weird that you know, the top coin, and that's the reason, guys, is people don't know Zcash is the top coin, and that's why we've reached out to people in our personal life to try to get some ideas and the right momentum behind this coin, because there's like a whole audience out here of people that would love to support Zcash and they don't even know what it is. They like, they're looking at the top 20 or the top 100 coins tonight. Zcash is at 100% up almost, and it's no different from SPX 6900 in their eyes because they're listening to the wrong YouTubers. They're following the wrong influence, and they're becoming confused. So, you know, you can't help these people. You can only try to, right? Would Zcash reach 1,000 this week? I mean, to be fair, guys, I don't want to rule anything out. I mean, at the current rate, I guess theoretically by next week we'd be sitting at somewhere around 700 to 800. But you know, the price could always pull back. But it's like I told you earlier. I mean, the price was it's gained $1 billion in 24 hours. It was yesterday at this time. Zcash was like $1.3 billion market cap. It's 2.8 or $2.2 billion market cap right now. If it doubles to 4, we're going to be looking at 300, and we're going to be looking at 200, almost $300 Zcash. It's been there before. You know, it's been there before in 2021 when Bitcoin was at 50,000. So you got to think about all those trading pairs, guys. And plus the Zcash, I think it's the ECC, Electric Coin Company, I think they are holding on to quite a bit of Ethereum and things that could kind of, maneuver some of the trading action there. So I mean, who knows? I mean, there could be pinned up. I know Vitalik likes Zcash. I mean, he's never. I mean, I think he has. He's never said anything but good things about it. So, uh, uh, let's see here. I should dump. Should I load up on Sol? ETC is the best performing coin in 2021 in my personal portfolio. So, all right, guys, let's check out a couple more charts. I know there's a lot of comments, but I'll let you guys kind of battle that out. I think you guys kind of get what's going on here, so I'm not going to try to dive into it too much. And I, I know people are coming down here for the first time. And had they found us earlier, guys, it would have been better. But I mean, like, that's like saying, I wish I got into crypto in 2011 or 2009 at the Genesis block, right? I mean, there's only so much we can do here, but we do realize that obviously, obviously that people are reaching the channel this week specifically, and it is funny. I mean, there is some type of humor behind it that out of the entire YouTube world, that as one of the most important thing in history tonight's happening with Zcash in terms of price discovery. It's here on the channel, so I find it a bit funny. I don't mean it in any type of arrogant or cynical way. I legitimately find it somehow fun, like a little bit funny, that somehow we've managed to be here at $144 on Zcash at 80% up, 147% up for the 7-day period. It's up over 200% for the 3-month, and we've gained $1 billion market cap and increased this much in price in less than 24 hours. So, Dash, I think probably if Dash keeps rolling here, guys, too. I know we're sidestepping back to other stuff. We're gonna be going over, Litecoin's looking pretty bullish too. We'll be covering some stuff probably into this week here. I've had some time open up, but we've been kind of lax in here on the live streams. Like I said, this is the first live stream we've done in 3 months. So I mean, I can't believe it's been that long. So I would say, like, let's see here, market cap wise, I would say, let's see where Dash is here on the market cap. Neo almost had a $500 million. I've been getting mad gas on my Neo, guys. My N3 staking. That's been going really well. And I wish I had gotten in on that a lot earlier. Where the fuck is Dash? Where the is Dash at? What is the market cap on Dash? It's pretty small, I think. I mean, last I looked, it was. I mean, small. It's still bigger than fucking every other crypto, basically. Past the page. 408 million. It's not even $1 billion market cap. So if it goes to, I mean, you guys can do the math. It's not rocket science here, guys. We're talking about coins that are less than $1 billion. Okay. Like Dash coin right now is $411 billion market cap. I'm sorry, 411 million. If it was 411 billion, we'd be 100 times what we're at. We'd be well over $33. It's hard to believe we're at $33. Look at the log chart here, though. Just to let you know, guys, that Dash at one point in time, and I think I have it pulled up here on the historical graph here, $1,100. How many Dash were in circulation? 7 million. Sure, there's a lot more today. Let's see, 12 million. It's about 5 million more Dash coins in circulation, but only it's got a max supply of 18.9. As you guys know, you think it's each year Dash reduces its new coins coming into circulation. I think approximately like 7% reduction in new coins coming into circulation. So obviously it's got the same fundamentals. Sorry, I didn't have that graph pulled up there, but right there it is. $1,100 snapshot from 2017, 7.5 years ago. We pull it up to the bull run of 2021. The snapshot is showing, let's see here. We might do some more of these, keep these snapshots going here. $371, which would be a 10x from where it's currently at. It's only got about 2 million dash coins additional to the circulating supply. And it's also, like I said, it's got reduced coins coming into circulation based on the, I forget what they call it. But it's basically like a halving. It's just, it happens more frequently and it's at a rate of a percentage point rather than, every 4 years or something like Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash or some of the other versions of Bitcoin. So, yeah, I mean, Dash, if you look at the log chart, it doesn't, it doesn't look so scary, right? We've been at almost, we've been under $1 up to 1,600 or 1,200, right? Under $1 to 1,200. I mean, you understand how much gains that is? We're over 15,000% up on Dash overall. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like a pretty good buy to me. It's at $33. People on CoinMarketCap are thinking bullish. It's up. Like I said, it's always kind of scary, I guess, when you look at it when you're catching the shilling videos, right? It's like, well, yeah, man, of course you want us to buy Dash. You own it, and it's up 35%. You want us to buy it so you can get out of it. But that's the thing, guys. I'm not trying to get out of it. I'm actually still buying coins. That's the whole funny part, I told you guys the last coins I've been buying, guys, recently are Neo, right? It's been Neo coin. And it's just because I've been wanting to get in on some of that gas generation and staking. I wanted to try something a little bit new. You guys know I was buying Dash and Zcash before that. So pop into the chat here and see what's good. Like I said here, you are back here on the channel. You're back on cryptocurrency theory. It's a good place to be. So appreciate everybody coming down. We'll head towards the conclusion of the chat. SheepX Bunny says he would get out before January 15th. How's your, I hate to, just because you talk so much shit, SheepX, how's your book of meme doing? Let's book up your investment. I like to shove stuff right back in people's faces, guys, because it feels good, right? That's what they do. That's what they say to me. That's what they do. So I just tell them the truth. I see how he's doing. I haven't checked a book of meme in a while, but we can pull it up here. It's up 1,000%, but I don't think you're up that much. You're probably down 100%, right? 90%. This is what you were telling us to buy here when we were doing the channel. You guys remember? You remember SheepX? He was in the channel at the end of December begging us to buy Boom. buy Boom. Book of meme is going to the moon, and it went to the moon all right, guys. I would just have to inverse the graph for it to be that way. So you sold it when you were a massive profit. Well, I'm sure you guys could go back and find a live stream somewhere around this date. And I think you're full of it, man. Yeah, Digibyte is a mad low market cap. So is Ravencoin. Did a video on Ravencoin. I don't know if you were asking about that. We did do a kind of a price video on, first golden rule of any coin: every cycle coin must make a new all-time high. Some of the coins that we talk about did not hit an all-time high in 2021. It's a little bit, some coins do. Usually the newer coins obviously hit all-time highs because they come in a bear market or the start of a bull market, and then they hit obviously all-time highs. But like Dash, it went down to I think like 40 or 50 or 60 bucks from 1,200, but then it rallied up to 400. We could take a price like that. I don't want to look at Boom. You're lost, SheepX, and you should try to listen to what we're talking about rather than trying to convince people that your strategy, because your strategy does not work. Never will. So Dash went from under $1 I think it even went to 1400. Obviously, the graph, it's stuck up there so little amount of time that it doesn't register on this broader graph. But if we zoomed in, I think Dash hit about 1400. It went down to under $39. So we'll say, this, just like we can't see it up here going on the upside. On the downside, it's kind of the same thing here. Is like it says $39 right here, but likely that's much lower. Probably 32 or even 29 briefly, and then we went up to like $450. We'll say, give or take a little bit. So I mean, over 10x, 12x. Right now we came down. I think Dash hit about the lowest. It was a little scary, guys. Dash did go under for the year. We did creep down into some fucking really low lows. I mean, we were like, I think at like $15, $14 for a day or two. But I mean, that's down from 70. I mean, we were December. We were talking about Dash. It was at $75. Remember? Obviously, it's pulling 64 here on the graph chart, but I mean, it's crypto, guys. I mean, what the heck? What do you guys expect? We're looking at price fluctuations between 300-400% like it's nothing. I mean, typical investors wouldn't be able to do that. Let's pull up some of these tokens here. We'll wrap up the stream. 10,000% up on MYX token. Wow. I think this is the Mexi token. No. MYX. $3 billion market cap. It's above Zcash, which is absolutely insane. This pump fund people are talking about, guys. I'm staying really far away from this coin. We're not even gonna talk about it on this channel. Some of these they're just pump and dumps. There's not really any value there. You'll hear a lot of crypto YouTubers talk about the same kind of thing. These crypto YouTubers are fucking lost. They're like sheepx. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're getting paid to shill stuff it's not going to make you any money. Now, what did make money? I did a video a couple days ago. It might be a week or two ago. At least I thought it was a cool video. I know I did get a lot of views or whatnot, but it was OKX token, their house exchange token, OKB token. OKX exchange, formerly OKEX, OKEX. Rebranded as OKEX, I think, I don't remember, some time ago. It's like one of the best performing coins, guys, since the last bull run. So we made a little video about it. I mean, you go back and watch it. It's nothing to write home about, but it is pretty impressive to like when we start looking at like Binance Coin and OKB token, and we start to ask ourselves, like, where did FTX go wrong? There's these other exchanges that had these house tokens that actually ended up like, I mean, to be fair, a lot of this is in the last year. It's up over 379% over the last year. But, nonetheless, right? All right, guys, I think that's going to hit, we're coming in about an hour here. We'll be wrapping it up here soon. So drop it in the chat if you want to put it into history, because we do keep a history calendar here on the channel. Ali Gamontis, bro, what do you think? Milking my bank account to buy crypto, take out a loan, milk the credit cards, and overdraft. I think if you're gonna do it, probably now's the time. That's probably the worst financial advice somebody can tell you, but I would go for it at this given moment. I would maybe for people that are still watching the chat that are saying like, man, I'm glad I found this video on Zcash, I'm glad you're talking about stuff, but like, what is a coin that I should buy right this second? Like, I would even look into past Zcash and Dash. Obviously, I think those are going to go much higher, and it's obviously you're buying it up when it goes up, but it's still undervalued in my opinion. But like, I'd maybe look into like Filecoin. I think Filecoin has like some potential to run. I'll put up for you here. Filecoin was on this is 2017. I don't even think Filecoin was around. Filecoin was at $135. I think it's at $2. That'd be a 70x from now. Filecoin's a pretty cool coin. We don't cover it too much, but just as a last, if you're still like watching the chat here this late, I guess. I'm gonna keep buying Zcash. I'm gonna keep buying Dash. I know it's gonna go much higher. I'll keep buying it, but maybe like Filecoin. Like if you're like super new to crypto and you don't know what the hell you're doing, Maybe get you some Filecoin. It's a pretty good price. I think it's at around $2 last I checked. And I think it's got a lot of room to run. All right, guys, I will talk with you soon. I hope you guys have a great evening, great morning, wherever you're at in the world. We'll catch you soon, okay? Take care.
Hey, here we go, Trump 10.